YouTube? You got StudStyle Tarot back up in the building. How y'all doing? I said, let me come on here and do a live. Because, I'm trying to redirect my energy. Spend a little bit more time over here on YT, as we call it over here or over there on Vigo. This is YT over here. And I've been waiting to get to this message. As y'all can see, I still got cards on the table. But I'm just, this how I do. I come break it down, and then we get to the story. So I was over here listening to Spirit Radio, and we got Maxwell back on the list. Why did I say Maxwell? D'Angelo back on the playlist here with these dreamy eyes of mine. Me and those dreaming eyes of mine. And the song before that was Clever by Erykah Badu. And the song before that was, wait, hold on, y'all. Golden. Living my life like it's golden. And I said, okay. Maybe that's you. That's the Clever One collective, right? Because look at this last spread on the table, which is the last message. I said, let me go on and change my camera view. We haven't had it like this for a while. Maybe this might be our way of life for a little while. So this was my last message to y'all earlier, and I got a new deck. And the deck, when it came in now, said options at the bottom of the deck. And I'm like, okay, whose options are these? All looking at you. Now, I did hear Spirit say, this could be this person's options, because in our last message, our person with the lipstick evidence right here, y'all, who was caught cheating, could be in this devil energy, which is why the cycle is closed out for them with this world card. Here's our world card. And in this row of cards, we had the God's wrath come out. So we already see that this infidel is being judged by God right now for having these options, right? I mean, it would make sense, just for me, just to look at this. And then we have the person talking about those dreaming eyes of mine. They still over here dreaming about you in this devil energy, the audacity, right? But here we go with this person feeling like you clever. Because remember the songs that just came on? And even my dice that I rolled out, this is my lunar node in the descending position. So this is somebody who's in their south node. We got this lion energy, Leo energy. That could be your energy, collective. Standing in your power, standing in your strength. with our chariot now coming out in the reverse here. It's all based on your strength, collective, and how you resist this past person that wants to come back into your life. We already seen this person is going through judgment. And wait a minute, Spirit even went so far as to let us know that they are this narcissist and you're their greatest supply. But because this person is a narcissist, they still want this new love with you, collective. I gotta say my prayer. Angels, ancestors, and guides, thank you so much for your covering and your protection as I channel these messages for the collective. Anybody known or unknown spirit sending any negative energy my way, return it back to the sender spirit and bind it to them 1,000-fold. So mote it be. In the Most High God's name, we pray. Ashe, ashe. See, I didn't want to go into the whole entire message. Y'all gonna have to go watch the previous video if y'all want to see this message right here. But this is me getting back to my table. And here we go, y'all. Look, the energies that are coming back out on the table now are that you're this Queen of Water energy, Queen of Cups. You're this Queen of Cups, loving, nurturing, very giving. Hold on, I'm gonna read some of it to y'all. Emotionally mature, sensitive, supportive. We got the healer, psychic, loyal, creative, empathic, nurturing, connected to energy, connected to motion, compassion, counselor, laying in this body of water with all those flowers in it. That looks like a nice spiritual bath right there to me. For real. And see, here we go. They done brought Jill Scott back with her song, The Fact Is. And in parentheses, I need you. The fact is, this narcissist that's going through judgment said or says that they need you. But see, now they know that you're clever. Uh-huh. You know, you not stupid. See, and this could have been somebody, you know, it's crazy how we have stereotypes. But we got people out here who think that sometimes just because you look good, you know, you could be an airhead. You know what? This the reason why I didn't have this stand right here, y'all. Because what happens is I keep kicking it. You know, even though you guys have a great view, I got to turn this stand in such a way so that I'm not kicking it. Okay, y'all, we going to try to think about our movements here. Let's see. See, isn't that crazy? We got to think about our movements. And even that right there could be somebody's energy. Because you clever, right? See, they don't want me to tell you this. Right, collective? You clever. That judgment, that God's wrath has this person constantly with you on their brain, collective. You all they thinking about. And see, it's to the point where the options, the other people that, let's say, this person could have in their life, over here wondering what is it about you that got this masculine, wanting to, or feeling like they need you in their life. I'm trying to open the deck, y'all. We gonna start with our new deck today. Get the energy. See, this is somebody, collective, who may have liked to have options because they're a narcissist. This could be somebody who's not able to just have a monogamous relationship. They could be non-committal as a narcissist, liking to have multiple partners. This could be somebody with a sex addiction. One of the reasons why they have many options. This is somebody who now may feel like they want to be your wingman, collective. They want to be your best friend, your partner in crime, somebody that covers for them. Or is it that all their options were covering for them, keeping this secret of theirs? Staying quiet. Hey, I don't know. Maybe these options were okay with being in the background, being hidden. They didn't want anything serious with this person, which is what made having options cool, right? When people, go along with the program. See, now this person knows they were wrong for that and feeling ashamed. See, I knew that was going, we were going somewhere with this. This person who wanted to have all their options, they was having fun keeping people on the, back burner and calling them whenever they was ready to, do what they wanted to do, call them when they needed them. Type of energy. Wow, spirit ain't playing. I didn't even get a chance to get a good shuffle. Look at the card that fell on the table, y'all. Thank you. Somebody is moving on, letting go, loving you, loving yourself. And now you're free. But look at these two cards, y'all. Spirit also wanted me to take. Oh, somebody's a thug, huh? That has a toxic lifestyle. Y'all, we can't make this shit up. Now, this is a brand new deck. Y'all see that? Hold on, let me get it so y'all can see it. You over here moving on. You're free. You love you. And you deserve better than somebody who's making bad choices, dealing with the enablers. And I know y'all saw me trying to talk about that a few moments ago. That was me channeling This is somebody who had those options who are now looking at you like, what is it about you that got this person feeling like they need you? The fact is, they need you. And now on Spirit Radio, they feeling like This Love by Donnell Jones. I know y'all can't see it, but the song is This Love. Somebody feel like now they love you, collective? Because remember over here, I was trying to show y'all the energy when I cleared the table. Somebody's going through judgment for how they treated a Queen of Cups because they wanted to be out here living this unhealthy lifestyle, a toxic lifestyle, being promiscuous, having multiple partners. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. And all those partners was down with the get down with that wingman energy. Like they was cool with being, I guess on the back burner with this person, because they didn't want nothing serious. These were people who were okay with, just partying, having fun. You know, they all probably were, having sex with each other. Shit, I don't know what kind of lifestyle this thug was living, but you have freed yourself from this person, collective, and they're feeling like you have left them hanging with no contact, no closure, leaving them on red. Wow. Brand new deck, y'all. Somebody feels like you leaving them hanging because they wanted to have this toxic lifestyle and they abandoned, or shall we say, they rejected their divine counterpart, a twin flame, a Queen of Cups. But now, as they go through that wrath of God, this judgment, they're realizing that now they want you back. They want to come in and learn you all over again, collective, with this learning each other energy. But I think this is somebody else also coming into your life, collective. You gonna have a choice in lovers because this lover wanted to live a toxic lifestyle. So spirit could be bringing in a new boo for you. And you guys will be getting to learn each other while someone else is being left on red, y'all. This is deep. Because I'm telling you, no matter what card deck I pull, y'all, we still see the energy. Somebody sees you as spiritually woke, cutting through illusions. You're detached from your ego. You have self-awareness. You know that you don't want to live this type of a life, having multiple partners, making bad choices, unhealthy decisions. You too grown and mature to be so reckless. Careless and reckless is what I'm hearing Spirit say. But this is, I heard Spirit say, a street person. A street nigga. A thug who sees you now as a possible lucky break. Someone who sees you at a turning point in your life? Or are they at a turning point? That's it. They're hoping to have a lucky break because that karma's been kicking their ass, y'all. This judgment, they see good things coming in for you, looking at you like a four-leaf clover. And with this wrath of God happening because they wanted to play with you, this is somebody who wants to come back in towards you. They're not letting you go. I can't make this up. I went to go look at Spirit Radio, and the song that's playing right now is You by Raheem Devon. This is somebody who all they thinking about is you. The lyric says in the song, you I see in my mirror in the morning. Instead of seeing me, I see you. I see your face. Inside me is a growing need for your embrace. In the light, wow. Now that's a confirmation, right? That's a confirmation right there. Thank you so much, Penny. I appreciate you. Other side of the game, y'all. I'm telling you, that's the song that's coming on now. But I was reading the words to the You song. And even here, it says, in the light of day, though our faces meet, someone there might see, so we never speak. Though it's wrong, I know, still I love you so. Ah, it's you. You, my sweetest joy. I can't afford the best of life. I'm just a hard-working boy. It's you giving your love to me. I can't let you hurt yourself by being seen with me. Meeting in shadows, you friends must never know that we are lovers, although it hurts me so. For you see, no one must see the precious love you're giving me. Ah, ah, ooh, ooh. And I'm telling you, this is somebody who still loves you, but they're on the other side of the game now because you've let them go. You freed yourself. It's official. But I'm telling y'all, even with the new deck, Spirit is showing us you're letting them go. You're moving on. And here they go, still wanting a lucky break. Still wanting a lucky break. I see you in the building, Critter. Welcome in. TikTok. Procrastination. Too busy. Deadline. This person is at a turning point in their life, but they've already reached the deadline. This is it. No second chances, right? I swear Spirit seemed like they wanted me to get this card. Wow. Okay. Somebody's knocked up, collective. Somebody could be pregnant. Maybe that's good that you've let them go then, right? You don't need those kind of problems. Deadline. You too busy now focusing on you, right? Loving you. And for all we know, this could be that new boo coming in for you in that fish tank. Even though, like I said, this thug wants to be your new boo. They want that lucky break because they're going through judgment. I'm telling y'all, I can't make it up. Now they snooping, digging for dirt, trying to find something to use to be petty. Or somebody else is. Maybe this person got somebody watching them. Oh my God. Yup. This is somebody who may have somebody watching them, collective. This card flipped out. Deadline. Tick tock. But we also have swept up. Somebody swept up as they watch you from their phone. But here we go. Same message. This is somebody who's guilty as charged. You have the receipts. You have the receipts about this person who's fallen in love, that's head over heels, watching you on their cell phone. They're falling in love with you. But do you see the energy on the table? You left them hanging. They feel like you left them hanging with no closure. You're over here with no contact and leaving them on red. This sounds like somebody who's trying to fight. And I see why. They trying to fight, wanting that lucky break, because they're looking at you as a key player. You're an important person in their life. You're irreplaceable. This is what they're realizing as they go through this judgment. This person who may know that they're a narc. You know, sometimes when you go to AA, they say the first step is admitting that you have a problem, right? They probably know they're a narc, but you're their greatest supply. So they like, I gotta get you back. Wow, do y'all see this? And they got the love potion. Maybe this person feel like you done put a spell on them with that love potion. We see they swept up. You putting spells on them. They said they watching you online and you getting them swept up. You know, you're alluring. You're enticing them through the phone. And now they want back in. Do y'all see how many times Spirit was trying to give me a card? Every time I picked up a pile, y'all, because I'm running out of room. But this is the card that flew out. I'm curious. Y'all see that? This is somebody who chose the wrong person. They chose the shitty offer. Collective, we know they chose the shitty offer, right? Which is why now maybe they done got knocked up and can't leave the shitty offer. Collective, bottom of the deck. There it is. There it is. Double confirmation of them being in this detective mode. You see that? They done chose the wrong person and they done got knocked up right when you decided to move on. See, look at that fish right there. There you go, moving on and leaving them with the shitty offer. Right, you done jumped out the fishbowl. You said you didn't want to be part of this third party situation that they in, but they over here falling in love with you, collective. But you doing what you got to do, leaving them hanging, protecting your energy. You already know. This is somebody who coming in trying to sweeten up the bullshit, y'all. You see that? They trying to come in, trying to sweeten up the bullshit. Because you got evidence. They're guilty as charged. They've been exposed. Right. Y'all see that, collective? This is somebody who's stuck where they at. Time's up. Tick tock. You waited too long to be getting swept up. Falling in love now. Do y'all see that? Wow. That almost really looked like Spirit wanted me to take those. But we gonna keep it going. Separation. Flipped over, y'all. It's a few cards for this thug energy. Oh my God, we cannot make this up. Y'all see this? Love offer in the reverse. Contract over. Right? It's giving contract over. They don't want to accept it. You have the receipts. You know they're attached to a third party. They're stuck. They can't leave. But they over here stalking you. Or maybe the third party could be stalking you. Hey, we gonna get more information. We gonna keep going. Because the reason why I think the third party is also watching, because this is somebody, remember we saw lucky break. They want a lucky break. They're seeing you have the good fortune. You know, your money looking good. So they said, you know what? Bump that. This person is irreplaceable. They're very important to me. I need to go back and sweeten up the bullshit so I can get some of their help. Look at Spirit. Made it fall out, y'all. Come on. Toxic lifestyle, toxic energy, y'all. We got the roaching ass energy coming out. Somebody who's grimy, filthy, nasty, lives off others, hard to get rid of, runs from the light. Wow. Okay, Spirit. See, this could be the karmic. That catfish them. Didn't I tell y'all that could be watching you? You got two people watching you. You got your past person and you got their person. Wow, we cannot make this up. Bottom of the deck, blame game. See? because we got somebody who feels like you are a very important person to them and they lost you. You jumped out of the fishbowl. But collective, do you see this person over here looking back at you? They over here standing off in the window trying to peek because they feeling like you ghosted them. Or hey, maybe they ghosted you and now are looking out their window at you, right? This person, thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. This person could have been hot and cold with you, off and on, detached. They could have ghosted you, but you see them looking back at you. And because they looking back at you, they got a karmic that's watching. This is why Spirit keeps talking about this past energy, because they have somebody watching them watch you. I can't make it up, y'all. Do you see the confirmations? They got somebody watching them watch you, because they're blaming this karmic for losing you. You're this queen of water. So you know where this is going now, right, y'all? We gonna have to get some karmic messages, because we got two energies in the energy tonight. We got the karmic energy and we have your person's energy looking back at you, feeling like they've been ghosted because you jumped out of the fishbowl and didn't give them no closure. You leaving them on red. They trying to reach out to you. They could be trying to reach out to you right now. If they doing, the stalking, they could, hey, why did I just hear Spirit say they could have other people watching you? And that goes back to the options card. If y'all remember when I first pulled out the deck, y'all gonna have to rewind the tape and see how I just bought a new deck. These are the cards that came out, and at the bottom of the deck was the options card. And then when I split the deck, we had the wingman. So, they all, okay with being options. All the different people that this person messes with, they all cool. They all get along. They like best friends to each other. This toxic, unhealthy lifestyle. So now all the options are looking at you, which is the reason why I said it could be the karmic looking at you, trying to dig up dirt so they can use it for accusations against this person. I can't make it up. For all we know, this could be Spirit saying this thug could be getting a separation from this karmic so that they could come sweeten up the bullshit with you, because they see this karmic is in this roaching ass energy and that they were catfished. Ooh, this is messy. This is messy, Spirit. All right, so we gonna pull out the karmic secrets deck, and right off the rip we have, I heard them moan your name in their sleep and it pissed me off. Collective, do you see what I'm saying? This is the reason why you got a karmic watching your ass too. because they over here moaning your name in they sleep. Okay? Wow. I can see why they love your ASS so much. You're fucking gorgeous, inside and out. And I hate you for that. Wow. Collective. See? That karmic been watching you. And they said you're fucking gorgeous. And now they got a thing for you, collective. Oh my God. They got a thing for you now. They're obsessing over you. Wow. Collective. I just want to thank y'all for tapping the screen. I love y'all right back. Thank you so much for being in today's message. I'm so insecure and I desperately need their validation and their attention. You see that, y'all? This karmic said they are so insecure and desperately need their validation. Damn. That's a lot, y'all, to be dealing with. Somebody that, whew, they don't love themselves, don't know themselves. Collective, I got a little chunk of cards that came out here for the first column. I know I can't give them or be to them what you can. You see that, y'all? They're with me because my standards are low and my energy is super small. I'm also not ambitious. They don't feel intimidated by me at all. The more you heal, the more they see the real me. I bet. I hate the fact I can't take them away from you. I've been looking into black magic to stop this connection. Collective. This karmic got some issues, y'all. They got some real issues. Bottom of the deck. I allow them to indulge in group sex and same-sex affairs. So you see, y'all, this toxic lifestyle could have been a poly. You know, that this person probably thought they was going to bring you and keep you in on a poly situation. But you freed yourself. Thank God, right, collective? You saw past all of this shit. Wow. So somebody could be a same-sex connection out there in the collective, you know, with this person. And they could have fell in love with you. Or they're being swept up by watching you online right now, currently. Now, y'all see how the cards fell. Even if y'all did end up together, I'm never going to let y'all live in peace. I promise you that. This karmic right here, boy. I've been a home wrecker and bond breaker way before you. Oh, so remember we had this blame game over here, right? This is somebody who's blaming you for being a home wrecker because this person is seeing you as a key player in their life and they want you back. Y'all see this? They see you as a key player and they over here missing you, reminiscing, thinking about the memories y'all shared, but you leaving them hanging, collective. You see this? You said, I want no parts of this karma. I'm ghosting. I'm freeing myself from you. But they can't help themselves, right? To look back at you. What's behind this ghosted card, Spirit? There it is. You got the evidence. It already came out on the table. The receipts. Here, thank you, Spirit. Right here, y'all. Watch, I'm gonna bring it back for you. Right here. You already had the receipts, the evidence. You know they got somebody else in their life. They're still attached. They're not single. They're attached to someone else in their life. That's a roaching ass energy. Somebody that could have catfished them. That's watching you too. You have the evidence. See, here they go. That's them still wanting this romance. And that's why the karmic is upset. Talking about, I'm not going to let y'all live in peace even if y'all do get back together. This is insane. Bottom of the deck. I'm so insecure and desperate. I need their validation and their attention. This is a problem, y'all. This sounds like a baby mama, a baby daddy. I have lack energy. They have lost everything because of me. And I could care less as long as I get what I want. Wow. Bottom of the deck. Because they are so insecure and desperately need their validation and their attention. Collective, that's why this person ain't gonna be able to ever come back your way. Because they know. This karmic ain't letting them go. And that could be their judgment. This could be the jail time. Remember we were seeing jail time? Handcuffed, stuck, trapped. Yeah, they're in jail. They're in prison. That's their mug shot right there. They stuck. They can't leave. This is their judgment. Collective. Meanwhile, you could be this angel on this card here. And you could be connecting to the divine, heeding the call, is what the card says, heeding the call. You're starting a whole new spiritual story. This is somebody who may want your forgiveness and want a renewal. And we saw that with the lucky break, but they only want this renewal because they seeing you as a 4-leaf clover. They could have good fortune with you. 2 cards, y'all. High Priestess coming out with Five of Swords. Y'all see that? Somebody still want to come in with the mind games? They got the flowers, but the knife behind their back. Wow. Wow, collective. That's crazy. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. This is somebody who you still can't trust, collective. It says not by the rules. Somebody still don't want to play by the rules, huh? I see Aquarius energy on this card and Venus energy. So star energy, Venus energy, could be Earth Angel. We did see the High Priestess, and the High Priestess could be a Empress with the Venus energy. Come on, Spirit. Wow. Okay, I'll take them. 3 cards. Solar eclipse. Big changes are coming. About 6 months, huh, is the timing. Find your inner truth. Catalyst for change. Transformation. Cosmic trigger. Beginnings. I just heard Spirit say this is somebody being solar eclipsed out of your life because you've learned your lessons in this Hierophant energy. You've learned your lesson in that Hierophant energy. And here we go. We have somebody that just might want to come in as a page of cups with an apology. And even if they come in with the apology, they still got that karmic on their heels. We already saw that the love offer came out in the reverse, right, for this thug. So this contract could be over. But this is somebody who still could be married in that Hierophant energy, because the Hierophant represents a higher level of commitment. And I was looking at some of the words on the card, and it says marriage. In addition to it saying rulers, leaders, right and wrong, programming, conforming, institutions. See, it was the institutions word that made me think, oh yeah, they marry. And then after convention is the word marriage. So this is somebody who could be married that still wants to come in and try to play a game still. This is somebody who could be abusive in this 5 of Swords energy. Defeat, conflict, self-sacrificing, plot twist. That's not the 5 of Swords in the reverse, is it? Ooh, that just, wait, hold on. See the confirmation, y'all? Now see, this 5 of Swords in the upright says shifting the energy. Change it up, adapt, conquer self-doubt, embrace change, do it differently. And as y'all can see, I don't know if y'all see on this picture, he don't have a knife in his hands. So that would have been the card in the reverse, right? Trying to do things differently. But see, here's the card in the upright. This is somebody who could still be in a hostile energy. They could be abusive. Ooh. Because they're a narcissist. Remember we saw that? Yeah. Wow. Collective. Thank God you learned your lesson, right? Spirit had me tapping into that energy there. Thank God you learned your lesson. I can't make this up. There you go. 8 of Cups. Walking away. I was just saying, thank God you learned your lesson. You turning your back, walking away from this Page of Wands energy. Somebody who wants to come in not only to apologize, but still thinking about coming in and flirting with you, collective. Still thinking about coming in and flirting with you. Is that not crazy? Wow. I'm going to get a closing message, y'all, and then I'm going to get out of here. Till the next time, critter. Bottom of the deck. We cannot make it up. Collaboration. This is somebody who still wants to work with you. And they only want to work with you because they could possibly be seeing you as that 4-leaf clover. Remember I showed y'all that, wanting a lucky break with you. But here we go. This is somebody who's in a commitment that they can't get out of, y'all. They're in a binding contract with somebody else. Yeah, they are. And it's because they could be having a baby. They could be having a whole new addition coming right now. But they said they still want to come in and flirt with you. That's crazy. They still want to come in and take this leap of faith. They trying to prepare themselves so they can come towards you. Collective. This is sounding like a warning. I'm over here trying to get a closing message. Look like Spirit trying to warn you. Somebody about to try to come take this leap of faith. But they coming in with flowers in their hand and a knife behind their back. You can't trust it. Okay, collective? We already see you've learned your lesson. This gonna be a fake apology in this Page of Cups energy. Somebody coming in trying to play you a song. The youthful dreamer. Okay, I see it. Merit making. This person look like they on their knees, right? Trying to apologize here to someone who could be a spiritual, leader. Somebody who, wait, hold on, y'all. It says goodness, humanness, morality. This is somebody who may see you as a really good person, someone who has morality, that you will give them some grace and allow them to apologize to you. Merit making. They want to make things right because they're sick, collective. This is the energy at the bottom of the deck. They want to make things right with you because they're sick. living this toxic lifestyle, huh? Somebody's sick. So that's why they want to make things right. Ooh, remember I said somebody wanted to make something right? And it's because they're feeling this loss of you as well, feeling like this is a loss. Now they want to come in, because they're seeing you as a key player, even with a karmic. Now y'all see these two people holding a picture of a baby, like a sonogram. Still seeing you possibly as the sweetheart. Maybe this is somebody who wants you to help them take care of a baby. You see how she holding her stomach? Remember we saw the card of somebody being knocked up? This card says pure, unconditional love, beloved. This is somebody who's really seeing you as a really good person. Not only are you a really good person, but you're a sweetheart. And it looks like this karmic is a big hater, right? But because you love yourself, you know that this is an energy vampire for you. That there has to be an ending. That looked like the number 13 on that card. There has to be an ending with this person. And we saw that with that 8 of Cups right there. You have to end this with this person. But this is somebody who is hoping that because you have, good morals. Wow. Like you have, I heard integrity, because you could be this Hierophant energy now that you've learned your lesson. And like I said, they've been solar eclipsed out of your life. Now that you're this Hierophant, this spiritual teacher, they want to come back and get back right with you. But Spirit is already letting us know that they are a natural disaster coming in. This says risk, frustration, survive. This is somebody we see that they ill, and maybe because of an illness, maybe they're not able to work, and they're having trouble surviving right now, which is why they're hoping they can have a lucky break just to get back into your energy. But you've left the building, collective, okay? And you sleeping good at night. You're comfortable. We started this message with living your life like it's golden. We got the moon and the stars on this person's blanket here, which is showing us that you covered by the divine. You could be a celestial being. High priestess energy. The number 39 is on this card. That goes down to 12, which is hangman energy. Somebody could be in the hangman, stuck. And we see it, y'all, with a karmic. But while they over there with that karmic, They sure are getting a different perspective about you now. Seeing you. I mean, we started this message off with you being a queen of water. You know, that has now stepped into your spiritual leader, spiritual teacher energy in that Hierophant. But like I said, this is also somebody who is married in that Hierophant energy. And watching you with a karmic, wanting to make things right, but they still could be in a toxic energy collective. So caution, if they do come in, you know, they're coming in this Five of Swords energy, still trying to manipulate you, still trying to win at all costs. You know, this is somebody that doesn't really mean good by you, but hoping that because of your morals, because of what you believe, because of you being of high standard, right? You know, being a spiritual guide, that you will have mercy on them. You ain't no fool, collective. Okay? You already know. Because Spirit done told you. In your dreams, you get downloads. You already know, High Priestess, this person's agenda. They're not coming in with good intentions. I'm going to leave it there. Much love and light, everybody. And if you're here still, don't forget to like and hype and subscribe if you can. I greatly appreciate it. And until the next time, namaste.